he did it. Hey Panini, I thought you were a sweetie. I'm always streaming Bobo. No, we're gonna go with a team stream for y'all. Team stream, let everybody see and feel. I don't need a stream with a kid. Got one. Oh shit. My mixer back up and running, people. This straight grind mode. Nobody to talk to, just me and y'all. What the fuck going on? And I'm about to grind. That's it. That's it. Shooting, finish, and playmaking. Extra. I need those extra points. I need those couple extras.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Green, let's go. I need consistent greens out here, man. Get your shit right, bro. Get your shit right. It ain't green, but it's green. Wasn't with me shooting in the gym. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I'm in the gym every day, non-stop. Shit. Fucking gone. Let me see what new air my bros make. Quicker than that, man. working, boy. So I get the dribbling. Get that dribbling down, okay. That's not even working. Fade. Right there, but I want to do the fade. I gotta go find me a fade. I need that right there. I need that right there all the time, but I never can get that motherfucking fade. They want to get one more shot in me. Man, then I can't even play music. Cause YouTube and Facebook be out here. Oh, they be on that bullshit. What up, bros? What you doing? Yeah. You grinding with your mod player or you just playing? There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's what the fuck I'm looking for. Playmaker, shot creator, but he a shooter low key. Boy, I'm about the board trail. Boy, niggas is not about to be able to guard me at all. Period. Period, boy. I'm really out here breaking these niggas down. They talking about me shooting all the times last year. I'm gonna put you on your back and pull up on you this time. You got to stay. You got to stay. I'm gonna try to stay. I'm gonna try to stay. Fuck it. I like his little. I'm about to be a 99 this year. I will be a 99 this year. Grinding my badges. I gotta grind them badges. So far I got what? 7 badges, bro. Oh no, well really I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 badges, but I've upgraded my badges though. I upgraded my green machine and I upgraded my motherfucking ankle breaker. I'm the ground low key. They probably all alone, but them niggas be off time. They all be hiding. I don't know
Player that you want. My first impression is I really like game speed. And also, with a game of basketball is actually more about transitions now. You guys play transitional defense this year, so that's real big in the game.
What are your thoughts on 2K20 so far?
The micro seems extremely good, like the mic player builder seems very nice. The badges is one thing that I've been looking at going, this is improved a lot.
What were your thoughts on the WNBA?
I feel like a lot of people actually might play it because it's a lot of fun, yeah.
You can actually build your player exactly the way you want. Like when people say that, like it's really true. Like you can create your own attribute caps. It's crazy, man. Another feature that I like too is the draft. Is now back into the game, so it's like it adds a little bit more of incentive in playing those original, games to try to raise your draft stock, and you actually want to compete in the draft combine to try to get it drafted as high as you can.
You've gotten your hands on the game. What are your initial thoughts?
I mean, I'm just so mesmerized of.
And a look at the Warriors, arriving earlier on, looking sharp and determined. This Golden State team ready to get after it. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. And a chance now to see how... And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, for the last few years, the Lakers have
a lot riding on it. Thanks, David. Now Golden State's starting five. Green down low with Mooney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers. In the back.
I'm basically out here trying to replace Rajon Rondo from LA.
Here for the Warriors. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Looney. Omari Spellman comes in for Green. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And Alec Burks subbed in for Klay Thompson. You know, Smitty, NBA referees, officials now have a presence on social media that's aiming at educating fans on calls and why they're made.
Yes, and I love it, Kevin. If you have these demos and talk about plays and games and situations that you're educating fans, it's just that fans look at it when these referees, who are human, miss calls, and then they want to re-show these plays that they missed. We still got to understand they're human, and they're going to miss some calls.
Well said, Steve.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now, he's hurting the team.
Kuzma passes to Howard. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easily.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring lead. The Warriors, number one.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Murray's checked in.
What's on, Steph?
Caldwell Pope on the wing. 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. Warriors trail by 4. Burks in the corner. And that's going to be travel. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. And take a look at the Warriors. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out the Lakers. They're just sitting one spot down, right on their heels.
And guys, for the Lakers, they are, in my eyes, one of the big surprises of the young season. I mean, no doubt the talent was there, but I just didn't think it would come together this fast.
Yeah, everything's clicking right now, but what I'm curious to see, how will they handle adversity when it arises?
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
pulls up. High post. Second chance shot.
Greg White
with the finish.
And Howard, always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Howard did bang those in there.
Just no better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
And you see his team making
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him.
I think there are times where one of the...
Well, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Alec Burks is out there with Curry. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Spellman in at the 4.
Drop your ass, Steph. Steph, I will drop your ass.
There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his
Let's
6 shots.
go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days?
He trying to go back at me.
From range.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Like, oh, pull it go. Let's go. I'm back at him. Let's back at him.
He's giving a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Yeah.
The Golden State Warriors so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their limit and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
Timeout called the Warriors. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in from Irving. Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Draymond Green comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Alfonso McKinney. And it's Thompson in for Alec Burks.
No, I don't think you picked what teams you want to. I just think you just picked like West.
Here's Thompson. He had a 27-point outing in the last game against Utah. Curry kicks to Robinson. Green the pass to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled.
God!
A pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about it?
That's why I can't hear you. I got shot 34, but on my since me being a shot creator, I got Steph Curry. You know, like when Steph Curry fades to the side, boy, this nigga be going crazy.
As a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
The Warriors have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid.
This plays the shit. Nigga, the nigga came down, I took the bucket for 2. He came down, took me to the bucket. Nigga, I came down, hit his ass with a mid. He came down, did the same
With 1 on the clock.
He came down and shot a thing, and I did the same thing.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
You're trying to come at me, nigga.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of
Yeah,
the
I
third
feel like
quarter.
they gave you more control of the game because last year, like that arrow, you tugged me, punch you, and they stay on guard on somebody. This is where everything makes a lot of system defense.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You can't get up off
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find.
Yeah, they get up off of and move. Got more control over it.
Lakers leading by 9. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
Now the pass to Looney. Back to Curry. Outside Robinson. Feeds it to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson for 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
When Thompson's in the zone, he can carry an offense. That's a luxury for this team.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Ring shot on the way. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Robinson doesn't go that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Curry brings the double. Back to Kuzma. From the wing. And again, it's the Lakers. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 10. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him. But it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's 3-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen.
So what happened?
That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Klay Thompson. Timeout called the Lakers. And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he...
Substitution on the court.
And so the Lakers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted and early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Anybody want to pick a favorite?
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific CK Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
This ain't like that.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Chad.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.
Look at my dude looking like an old man. He looked like he got his old ass suit on. That's how I was talking. Let's go to practice.
Hey, how you been, man? Great game.
Straight shoot, Lakers.
See, you want to work on your three-point shooting?
Not gonna work
Let's get set up.
in the gym because playmaking and shooting don't get done in the game. Easy. I'm not gonna double it, so I get wet fast. Ain't gonna be shit to getting open. Gotta hit them shots when you open.
Just like that.
I can be slow with a good three. Shit.
You head in the game. Now we're rolling.
Next time, man. Next time.
I'm telling you, Terrell. We out here.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
What type of deed you say you're making? 34. What's up, 34? It's tough. It ain't even really about getting a jump shot. It's just timing. The timing on this thing is terrible. You make sure you get that quick draw for sure. You gotta get that quick draw. If you don't get that quick draw, it's bad. Tough. This might be the like with grinding and badges. I think back to like how this was like 16 and it was like this. We had to go towards a certain badge. You can build like fucking 50 badges type shit. I think this might be back to the dopest way to me. I like this shit. Playmaker shot creator, but I got like a pure sharp. I got my fucking, the fuck is that badge? My takeover badge is pure sharp. Takeover badge. So he basically a shooter. But he a playmaker shot creator. But this shit cheap. This shit cheap. This shit cheap.
So you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
I get Hall of Fame. I can get Hall of Fame ankle breaker. I can get Hall of Fame deep range dead eye. I can get Hall of Fame catch and shoot. That shit cheap as hell. Bruh. Tom is fucking Tom is on there, bro. That would be dope. I can do the standing. I can hit a standing three. Green is standing three. And I can green. Motherfucker moving three. I ain't green, but I'm still up. It's just crazy.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do.
getting there. It's getting there.
Hey, hit me up.
It's definitely getting there. This nigga sauce. That shit crazy. Let me see how close I am. Put this whole little 7,000 on there. No, wait. Back to the Grindin. Who got up next?
Character to the game.
First thing I've noticed is you guys added
Steph Curry was just trying to go at me, bro. I was using his fade because I got the Steph Curry fade, though, bro.
The defense, the foot planning.
I'm telling you, I come down, hit on like 3 moves, go to set, have my
when you reach,
center cover, set the pick, go around, hit the fade. Every time he was coming down court, going at me, bro. He was coming back down every time.
Yeah, it's more. It gets realistic every time. Every
year.
I'm
Like he was so low-key salty for real.
So much on 2K TV, man. She will go out there.
Yeah, what you doing?
Well, more bad news. The NBA is going to have to be without one of its premier shooters for the foreseeable future as Steph Curry goes down with a serious injury.
One of? Who's a better shooter than Steph?
Well, Joe Harris has shot better than him from 3, so is his brother Seth.
Joe Harris? You can't be serious, Hank.
Look, all I'm saying is that it might not be as cut and dry as you think. There's a debate to be had here.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's open it up to the listeners. What do you guys think? Is Steph Curry the best shooter in the league? No.
Hell no, nigga, I'm the best.
On the floor for the visiting Sacramento Kings.
It's time and nothing. Well, David, fantastic report. Thank you. Greg, you wonder if that conversation has actually made these two tighter, or if it's just kind of a Band-Aid over the existing wound.
You know, I've gotten a sense, Steve.
Many see players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
If you were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say, and you are. Let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Right around December, that's about your 5th year of marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it. Shot clock at 5. Tries yet again. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
On the wing, Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Offline from the high post.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass. Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Kuzma, right side. Pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma, that's good.
But there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Fox dishes to Hield. Ariza outside. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. A pass to Fox. Feet away. Count it. Good. Fox has got 9 points.
Pretty good focus from the young guard there. Under pressure, Fox still scores.
A big-time effort. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know what? That's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for Sacramento, Wiley is out there with Holmes. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Farrell in at the 1 spot. Lobbed up there for Howard.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
And last season. Really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
Goes up on the wing and off the glass. That one's good. He has 6. The Kings leading. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has a team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Both teams will make substitutions. Lakers trail by 3. Bradley passes to Howard. And here's Caldwell Pope. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And they double up Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
Oh, no, sorry, they got this shit live. Oh, no, he said
lead by 4. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were.
I love the soundtrack.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
That was a lot of work. I like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Healed with it. Now Green defending. Inside, Fox.
What up? Nigga, come on,
no
bro.
Good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's Dedmon, top of the key. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Hield. Over Green. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 9 points now in the quarter. Lakers trail by 5.
Yeah.
56 left to play in the first. That one good for 2. He's got 10.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Don't bring your ass out here.
Up top, Fox. He's got 9. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Yeah. Come here, big man.
Here's Davis. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
They can't switch.
Now just a 1-point Kings lead. Timeout called by the Kings. If there is any concern for Anthony Davis, it's that early in his career, he has dealt with a lot of injuries. But, Brent, he does play a high-impact style.
You think so, Kevin? He's one of the top 5 players in the league, and at his position is absolutely exemplary. Think about it, 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans and 13 playoff games to show for it. A change of scenery, an opportunity in Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. It's going to be interesting to see where it is his career goes from with this move.
Holmes, good. And the Kings lead by 3.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Puts it up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Murray. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
Yeah, easy call.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Both good from the line that time. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. A 2-point game. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Cousins. Again, the miss by the Kings. Rondo scanning the floor. And that one released in time, but no good.
Helps to have Bielitsa defend.
Buddy Hield has been leading the charge for Sacramento. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, really here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Bailey, Greg Anthony, and David Olson, this is Kevin Hart along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
That nigga's. This nigga Peso started arguing with Wayne. Yo, he started saying that nigga music was whack. I mean, not Peso, the nigga Skip and Wayne was arguing. That nigga started saying music was whack. God damn. Yeah, I was talking about 2K. Now you start talking about the nigga music. Niggas be funny as hell. Maybe I'd be dying laughing.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
I can't wait for these park runs to start, bro. When niggas, everybody new to. Niggas gonna be out there, cheeks. I ain't going out there, cheeks. I promise you, I ain't going. I'm about to go out there and light shit the fuck up.
Now we're rolling. One more. Let's go. See you later.
Yeah. Fucking shooting at this moment going wet, bro. Tell me.
Bring it in, everyone. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, Kobe Bryant. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today, so let's put in a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. We really need to push the tempo and get out in transition more. Today, we gotta work on getting easier buckets in transition.
This nigga dancing like a motherfucker. No. I just watching this video before I saw it. My niggas get right, I swear. Oh, that's all. Look, I'm banging that nigga. I see it's getting real right there. Oh, let's go. I'm getting my hot spots out here, boy.
Outstanding effort. Now let's set up the next drill.
go.
See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Just like that.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Only like 5 and like 1 or 2, something like that. 5 and 2, something like that. Probably a little more than that.
See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
getting this shit, bro. If I had to BC, my dude can be how much? Let me see. What you doing?
One more?
Huh?
Cooking.
What you cooking, bro? What you cooking?
What am I cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Sausage.
Okay.
The NBA 2K20 Community Day was a huge hit. Not only did influencers get their hands on NBA 2K20 for the first time, but our developers got direct feedback. They weren't the only ones to check out 2K20 early, though.
A group that will no doubt be looking closely at the new gameplay is the NBA 2K League. And after the 2019 season wrapped, the Warriors Gaming Squad stopped by the 2K TV studios, and we let them hop on the sticks to get a sneak peek at 2K20. Let's take a look.
Oh, cool story. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm here with B Smooth and Jin from Warriors Gaming Squad, and they're about to get their
We've got a nice little winning streak brewing here, and I wouldn't be
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of... We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. Thanks, David. Shea is marketable, Greg, as they get.
And I'm not too surprised that Shay's already landing sponsors. I mean, he has the game, the personality, and he has a lot.
Tonight, Chris, the position has obviously changed over the last couple years. If you were playing now, you think you'd be more of a 4 or a 5?
You know, Kevin, I think I'd be a 3. I played the 4 and 5 in the NBA when I played, and I think I'd be a 3. Right now, you get to shoot, you get to take guys out on the wing. Defensively, though, I'd have to make sure I call for some help, because laterally, you got to be able to move out there with those guys. But I think definitely it'd be the 3, 4, and 5 the way the game is evolved.
And And you can bring the ball up. I've seen you do it. I know you could do it in this game as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you have a lot more opportunity to do it in this game, and that's not a criticism. It's actually, I love the way the game is played now. It's a lot less hand-checking, more space, and when you play with guys like I did, from the Peja Stojakovic's and all the great shooters, the Tracy Murrays, those guys, it's that much easier to play in space because the defense has to honor those guys, and if they space out, that means you may just have a wide-open lane to the basket.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Back to Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 7.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
1:46 left in the first. Passes it to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and Davis lays it in.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Pass to Herter. Back to Collins. And the call on the shot. Sends into the line. That one on Davis. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft grade, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
They now take the lead. He has 7. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Now Carter. Back to Collins. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Shoots. And it's off the back rim, no good. The Hawks have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Turner, no good. The Lakers trade. It's stolen by Reddish. Kicks to Carter. Lets it go with a 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes a back and forth. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, it's like there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine James and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just they've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, I like the attitude they've shown coming in here. I mean, really applying pressure and trying to give this crowd nothing to cheer about.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Jones is out there with Carter. Then it's Turner. Then it's Reddish. And it's Len in at the 5 spot. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Pass to Murray. Caldwell Pope outside. 6 to shoot. Fires from 14. First shot, first pass. stays out of the blocks fast.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Left side Turner. That's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. And Young comes over to help. And Jones sends it back. Outside Turner. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The shot's good.
Turner's crafty in the pick and roll. Once the screens come, he's good at assessing the defense and breaking them down.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the former number 2 overall pick, Evan Turner out of Ohio State. A great passer, a great rebounder, and defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he can give you a triple-double with his versatility. He's a unique player. He's a glue guy, a good point forward off the bench.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Parker's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Turner. The Hawks trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen by McGee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
For being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma's made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Free throw good.
Substitution on the court.
1 second left. And so it's Kyle Kuzma. Make it. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to... Several teams changing it up here. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
Hold on, bros. Thank you. Not yet. Go ahead. Do your thing. Oh, okay.
No coloring in the room.
Where my pick at?
Game against the Spurs, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis and Cousins down low at the 4 and the 5. That's the Laker 5. Step back and straight up. He's got 11.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
poked loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here's a look at some numbers for Hunter.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Davis, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him, throwing an Uber, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot, set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn, you're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
Cousins, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
There's the pass to Young. Again, Young missing.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. He knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Passes it to Cousins. A jump hook. That one goes. Count it. Cousins has got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
The bruising power of Cousins. Once he gets in prime position, he goes straight to work.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Green. Then for the Hawks, Lenz checked in for John Collins. Damian Jones comes in for Parker. And Turner subbed in for Hunter. 5 to shoot. Turner finds Young. Trying to end the drought. The Hawks again can't hit. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Lakers foul. Number 16.
And the Lakers making a change here.
Personal foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
You did your face scan, bros?
All right, man, you got it.
You don't need to connect, you just do it on your phone. You gotta download the app, 2K20 app. She be telling me I can create my shot now, man. She'll be coming up.
Hey,
LeBron, God, LeBron just dunked on Danny Green like crazy when I walked into the gym.
let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Just like that.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Keep it going. Let's go.
talking about? Fuck over here. I think so. What? What's going on there?
In 2K, I'm a real, defensive-minded player. There's certain things that I saw on the defensive side that, I'm really hyped to see about, like the new block animations and the new way that defenders can position themselves on the ball handler. So there's a lot of stuff that I see that I'm definitely looking forward to in 2K20.
So the dribbling this year feels a little bit different as well. It feels just a little bit different.
It's like a mix of like previous 2Ks.
Zigzagging.
Ooh. Kawhi. Anything from you, Coach?
Oh.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
He's
focused.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a W.
Hell yeah.
The spacing of the game feels great. It allows for more creativity, and you can tell there's an emphasis on creating open shots.
Yeah.
When you get open shot, you're more likely to make it.
Yep.
With that creativity now, you'll see hopefully.
Fine, love that nigga. Just letting all the fucking time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, coming right up, the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. The Lakers with some momentum in their favor. They are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. And Kenny, we get to watch Shea in this one, a player who's taken one of the more interesting paths to the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feed it. And as things get ready to roll.
Well, guys, most everyone is...
David, thanks for that. GA, Shea, no stranger to controversy.
And I can see the reasoning from both sides. I don't think Shea tries to be a lightning rod for controversy, but he doesn't shy away from it.
What? So graceful, so skilled. Majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Thunder trailing by 9. Now here's Paul. 26 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. From downtown, here's Davis. Shoots the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And slam dunk by Noel.
And the future Hall of Famer loves to dish the rock. Paul has a pass-first mentality. He makes everyone around him better.
Fires from the wing. Thunder with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Murray comes in for LeBron. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. And then for Oklahoma City, Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Robertson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Chris Paul. That shot off. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
.36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Wide open. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Shot from the wing. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's... Chris Paul talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
Toughest position in the NBA night.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing? Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Mike Muscala. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Nader in at the small forward. From deep. The offensive rebound. Howard. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back 9 of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night. Even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
And surely Howard... swap here for the Lakers. The Thunder shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Now, here's Robertson. Defense is right there. Gallinari in the corner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Lakers in the lead. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. And the three ball is good.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Paul with the three. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Pulls up on the wing. Good on the shot. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Jacks up a three. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they're important, man. We got to keep them on the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got an offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Thunder with some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for Gallinari. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Andre Robertson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Chris Paul. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Steven Adams. Thunder trailing by 4. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Howard is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Bradley. That's the Laker 5.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. He's got 13.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Nobody near Schroeder. Rebound the Lakers.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Passes to Muscala. This one for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Yes, that goes in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Trailing by 4. He dishes it to Adams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Or as you think about the anchor of this team, Steven Adams just holds it down in the middle.
Steven Adams does so much, but it all starts on the defensive end with this guy. He takes away so much space on the interior. He is commanding on the backboards. He contests shots. Everything you could hope for, Steven Adams brings.
To DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Avery Bradley. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the Thunder making a change here. Robertson, he's checked in. And the rejection by Cousins. From the wing, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got 7 rebounds in the game. Robertson finds Noel. Schroeder outside.
I said, who's slamming the door?
Pulls up. And he's finally able to knock one down. Schroeder's got 10.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Pass to Howard. So the wing on the left puts one up from 19 and too long on the shot.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up. That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
The tray. He can't hit that time.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
And we just... Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way that Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward positions. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Noel in at the 5, roaming the paint. Paul against Green, and it's Paul missing.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
And finished off by Davis.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Green. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down. Here's Paul. It's in! And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, what you working on? Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Just like that. Now we're rolling. Keep it going.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Bucks up!
see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
See you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.